Time for football now from Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Devontae Williams. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. And Zach Allen there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He takes off. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
On the play fake, Dak. That's brought in right side by Pickett.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Into the hands of Pickens once again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Prescott on first down. Left side, caught by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Prescott to his main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into supports.
Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Williams will take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Next to score, Cowboys 7, Broncos nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Nomadic to work this forward to the 37. Jack Sanborn on the stop.
37-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Now it's Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 20 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Broncos.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Oh, what a throw. Swinging it across his body and complete.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4. So he'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Prescott now. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
3rd and short. Prescott got a man. That's Tolbert. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Williams gets it on the draw. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
We are through 1. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. On to the 2nd quarter. Cowboys possess the football. They've got it with 2nd down and 13 in front of them. Operating from the gun. Here's down. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. It sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 11. Dak to throw. That's caught by Tolbert, right side. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On second down, a run with Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys go out to a 10-3 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. At the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over for their second possession. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to throw is Nix. They'll try to set up the screen here. This one does he sniffed out. Thrown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Well, 3rd and 19, no problem. They pick it up on 3rd and long.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So,
oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football.
Recovered by the Cowboys.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Go play action. It's Prescott. Open. Left side is Schoonmaker. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it. On second down, it's Dak. The open man is Tolbert. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On third down, Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
To return, it's Mims. Oh, looked like he over the seam for a moment. He's taken down after a solid return. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll step up and run this. And nice work there. Going to a slide and gain about 7.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Second down. Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Denver first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, it's Nix. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That one good for 29.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Nix to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball. They get the man, and it's no gain.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he goes out of bounds at the 3, and from there, it's going to be first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Over the top, he's got it. Portland Sutton, touchdown Denver.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Cowboys offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's caught by Lamb. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Second and a yard. Prescott. Route left side, caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all time, third quarter. And a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 41, it's second and 1. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down. They'll go play action with Hicks. Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Why not go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a first down. They'll give it to Dobbins. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 9. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
3rd and 2. Here we go. Next, from the gun, on 3rd down. That one incomplete. Covering outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Prescott now. That's out wide to Williams. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
To the left side, he's got Tolbert. And he is out of bounds at the 45. 15 yards on the catch and run for the 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They'll get 19 out of that play. 1st down, Cowboys.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Dak. Pass caught by Tolbert. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll fight forward, doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
On play action, here's Dak. That is caught by the tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Run with Dobbins. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Play action now. It's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Big snap on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Here's a run. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal. To throw is Nix. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Throwing here on third and goal. He'll try and get, and he'll take this one in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
17.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with first and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On the play fake, Dak. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Prescott to his main man, Lamb. CeeDee gets the Cowboys a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here we go. Third and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Williams. He will not be able to get to the end. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's fourth down.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind, as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Right at midfield. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Osa Odigizua in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, Broncos.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. We'll take the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Up the middle they go. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. That's a good gain there wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
He may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up a first down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
27, Cowboys 17.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. We're trying to establish some tempo as we start this one with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That run good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Brought in right side by Pickens. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And the Cowboy first down.
They'll drop to throw. They'll get this complete to Tolbert. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll go right back to Tolbert. He's got it again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
He's got room at the 30. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. In 2nd and inches at the 25-yard line.
Now 2nd and inches. They'll throw again. Jack. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. Final minute, 1st and 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. The Broncos offense ready to take over once more. And this one really all over but the shouting. 1 timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That's the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.